Are you struggling to get on top of your daily to-do lists? I'm here to share with you something I'm going to try out now. As in, I just started setting it up this morning, and I thought someone might also need some idea, an idea or two on how to do their own planning and organizing of their schedule. So I thought of sharing with you my wall planner. This is Mommy Kay from The Learning Mom. I'm a mother of three. We have no nanny, we have no helper. Our parents live far away from us, and I'm trying to work from home this quarantine with everyone in the household. So it's really a struggle to uh, to not just stay in quadrant one the entire day for several days or weeks at a time, like quadrant one, doing only the urgent and important tasks. So I thought of devising. I'm always searching for a way on how to be effective and how to be more productive in an effective way, especially now that we have to work from home. And so I thought of trying out this system in this video. Before that, in this video, I'm going to show you one, how I came up with this system. Number two, how I do it, how I plan to go about it, because I'm just starting. It's day one today. And number three, how to childproof the wall planner. Okay, so for the first point, how I came about it. My husband, who's a lawyer and a real estate broker also, started doing posting post-its on the corner of his work area, I think last year. And so he each post-it had a task on it, something that I had to do either for the legal cases he's handling or the real estate transactions he's dealing with. And so I thought, that's an ingenious system, because you could just um, move them around and prioritize which ones need to be done first. And so at the back of my mind, I always said, maybe it's good to try that one day. But last year I was stuck in my old in my old system of doing my planner. And then this year I said maybe it's time to do this now. Okay, so that's how I came about it. Okay, so I don't know where my husband came up with that system, but I'm adapting it for now. And then for the second point, how I do it is I actually modeled it after uh, breaking down. I broke down the different areas of my life, because we can't just do work. I mean, just focus on one area every day, right? Like it can't just be work, work, work all day. So I used as a guide the seven areas that Bo Sanchez mentioned in his perpetual planner: the spiritual life, the relationship, work life, financial life, health, physical life, emotional life, and intellectual life. So those are seven areas. But you notice I only have four here, because I found that I could merge some areas. I can put them together, like spiritual and relationship um, go together, because I've noticed that the more I work on my spirituality, then it always leads back to my first ministry, which is my family. So the spiritual and the relationship, the family go together, and also the health, the physical side, because I realized that, well, I've just told you my background, so I really don't have much me time. So the physical exercises, like this quarantine, I during the ECQ I did daily badminton with my eldest daughter. So it's also merged with relationship, and also it is more fun to do things with them, right? To be fit together. And then for the younger kids, I did yoga for kids with them, and I'm surprised I did break a sweat, even if it's yoga for kids. And then when the quarantine is lifted, then we hope to be able actually do execute on our plan to like do daily walks in the oval or something like that. So it's also tied up. The physical aspect is also tied up with the family or relationship. And then the emotional and intellectual. So that's here, this red notes. And then the emotional and intellectual, I also found that I could merge them together, because the more I work on the intellectual side to nourish my mind, then the more I'm able to gain control of my emotions, and I'm able to get to know myself better by from nourishing my mind, and I'm able to be more loving to other people, which is the goal of his goal in the emotional aspect. And so there. So I combined it here. I'm sorry, it's here, the blue ones, yeah. The emotional and the intellectual aspect. But really, the most so it also, well, it depends on you. What if you want to do all the seven, one each. So to break it down more specifically, but for me, this is what works for me, because I could, as I've said, I could merge some areas together, and the real reason is because the note tabs only come in four colors. that's why that's why it's designed this way. But really, I was able to find that I'm able to merge. But it's really the predominant reason is there are only four colors in the note tabs there. But this is one of the best Christmas gifts I received. So thank you, SM Early. Shout out there. There. And so here, and then this one represents the work or passion. And then this is the financial life. Okay. So what I do here is the ones on top are like the ones I work on for quadrant 2, the important but not urgent. Because usually it's the one that suffers the most. It's the one that gets thrown outside the window when you're trying to work on your quadrant 1 goals, the urgent and important. And you will find, and I know that the more I will work on those on top, then the more that the quadrant 1 will have less items in it, because you will be able to focus on the really important goals for the long term, and you will not anymore be sidetracked by what is important and urgent, especially for other people that you're trying to prioritize in your daily tasks there. But that's the goal, and I have yet to get there. Slowly but surely. And then the ones here are the daily tasks, the ones on the third row. Yes, they're the daily tasks. So in each aspect of my life, I will try to do something daily. And then these two rows are the ones that I will do for today. There. It still seems a lot, right? There's still 8 items, and mind you, these do not include uh, uh, tasks that will help you keep your children alive. these are these are still outside of that, and to keep them well groomed, and to to keep them to meet any meltdowns or breakdowns during the day. So that's not yet included in here, and yours might even look more busier. And I haven't broken down each task, so these are just the main tasks. Okay, but it's just to keep things in order, and to help you if you're overwhelmed. Yeah, there it's good to, because you can, and since they are you can just take them out of the wall, they're sticky notes. You can just arrange and rearrange and say, oh, maybe this one could go for next week, and this one would really have to be done today. So there, it seems to be a good way to prioritize what needs to get done today there. And so whenever something comes up, especially if you're someone who finds it difficult to say no to other people's requests and other people's needs, then this could be a good system to gauge, and to help you stop and think, wait, where on my wall does this request or need belong? So maybe it doesn't help further your work or your passion or your finances, but if it's something that is important for your relationship, then then you go say yes, right? And if not, then maybe you can say maybe not now, or an outright no. So there, those are just my ideas, because as I've said, this is just day one. I haven't actually, I'm still going to implement this, okay? But I think it looks so promising. There, okay. And on my for my second point, for my third point, how do you child proof this system there? Because when I told my husband, okay, that I'm finally going to adapt his system and make it into my own, the first thing he said was, "Good luck." Because our 8-year-old has accosted his post-its, and during this quarantine, out of boredom, they've rearranged the post-its, taken them out of the wall, and used it as playthings there. So what I did was, okay, I told my son, all my children actually, okay, these are mama's, mine, like repeatedly, like maybe 10 times, mama's, mine, okay? And then I left it, somehow I left it on his desk yesterday, because you know how it is when you go do one thing after another. So I left it on his desk, and then he said, "Mama, you forgot something." So I take it as a good sign that the message got through. These are mamas, these are mine. So set boundaries. Try to set boundaries with them, and I know how difficult that is. So especially with the quarantine there, but that could work, and I think it would work. It will work with my 8-year-old, but I have a 4-year-old too. And of course, the 4-year-old is not as not as compliant, because she's curious, and she's at the stage where it's all me, 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 right? So what I did was, this wall that I chose is actually in a room that I can lock every day to keep my post-its safe from prying and curious hands. There. So those are just a few tips. I'm sure you can come up with your own. And if you have your own ways of organizing or planning your to-dos, planning your schedule and your day, please share them below. I'd love to hear them too. And if you want more tips like this, and if you want to see what's on my daily list, come and join me. At a group I'm setting up, the Journey to Intentional Parenting. So we can share tips on how to be more intentional and how to have our sanity hacks. And I will also talk about homeschooling there. Yeah, I have. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention. So this list would probably, this wall would be more filled up as we're going to start homeschooling in July. So I will share tips on that too. So come and join me. Thank you.